And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And, Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. Introduced himself with authority on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 62 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
319.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
4 down, 4 down. 319.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Sarfield. Sarfield. Hey, Sar out.
319 to London. Kelly, go left, Kelly. Action north. Ace, flex.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
That's fine. Yeah. Hey, where y'all going?
Check. 53's light. Check. 53's light.
On play action, Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he rifles one incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Hey, 318. Yeah, Liz. 319.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Hey, flex. Get on it. Jump out.
Check three.
Action on.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Hey, check 26.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the 1st.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Let's go, come on. Here we go. 58.
They'll run for it with Bo Scarborough. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Kind of running there. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Bo Scarborough taking it in. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
He has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
There we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Perry able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sherman. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Left, left.
He'll get it up the middle. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45. Slow.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. In for the score. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Vinatieri now for the point after. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They go play action here on 1st down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
117.
No. 319.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
3 down.
No. 319.
Check 3.
Hey, where y'all going? No.
Here's Rodgers. Space to maneuver at the 40. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That's mine. Yeah. Hey, 50.
Check.
Where y'all going?
Check. 53 Mike. Check. 53 Mike.
Man out. 319.
Now Scarborough. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Zoom. No. Look at you.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Hey, check 26. Jumbo! Look at you.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Sliding out of the pocket. Caught on the right side by Adams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Run. 26.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Zoom. Jumbo! Look at you.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. And the great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Get 300. Get 300. Shift. Hey, check 26. Jumbo.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Box it.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And the agility got him a few extra before he's taken down right at the 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up.
Got him in open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, as the first half is winding down, and the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now Crosby for the point after. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken short. a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30. The fullback comes through with a big play there. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And with great field position here, chance for some points before the break.
That's prime real estate. Just have to decide how they want to try and take their shot to try and put those points on the board.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right. Strong right. Strong right.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They come out here in the eye. They get it to him running left. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about the...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
The Packers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Now a play fake. Rodgers rolling to his right. He's going to let this go. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
On first down, Rodgers into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. An unbelievable punt there. We're talking 70-plus yards. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Chris Jones in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Here we go. 58. Here we go. 58. Right.
Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The punt team on now as this one's sent away. And it's fielded at the 34. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City, and a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10.
Blue 45.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
A carry now for McKissick. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go now. Blue 45.
shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 30 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best friend is that tight end.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? Because we always talk about the guys out wide and how acrobatic they are. But that tight end, great sight lines, easier throws, they become a bigger and bigger weapon as the NFL evolves.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. Green.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Here we go. Green, 90. Green, 90.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken from just outside the 30. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. And now the Packers get set to go. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 51 yards. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Crosby with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They go play action here on 1st down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
319! Liz.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Rodgers to throw. Escaping the pressure. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chris Jones. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Back to throw, Rodgers. And Jones has it over the middle. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Ace. Left.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Green 39. Green 39. Left.
They'll go again with McKissick. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
Right back to him on first down. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game